In the seventh universe, more precisely on planet Earth, it was possible to see that there was a commotion in the Capsule Corporation, as it was the place where Bulma was going to throw a very big party to celebrate her and Pan's birthday at the same time. And to do this, Bulma spent a lot of money, but she didn't care about that. Among the guests present at the party, in addition to all the Z Warriors and their respective families, there were also some extra guests like Beerus, Whis, Shin the East Kaioshin, and his companion Kibido. Shin was there with Kibido because Gohan, Pan's daughter, was also one of the birthday girls, and as a result Gohan ended up inviting them to the party. Beerus and Whis knew that there was going to be a party at the Capsule Corporation, and decided to go even without being invited. But as Bulma was already having a party, she didn't care about the presence of the two. After all, they are practically part of the family. Beerus, Whis, Shin, Kibido, and Bulma were sitting at one of the larger tables when there was some food for them to eat before the real party started. As Bulma was still organizing some things, Shin said, "I normally don't come to planet Earth or look at the things that are happening here. But are these two always acting this way or just once in a while?" Shin asked curiously as he looked to the far corner and saw Goku and Vegeta training together, and a little further away were Goten and Trunks who were doing the same thing. Whis said, "More normal than you imagine. These two can't go long periods without training, and most of the time they do this to avoid getting rusty. And it looks like Chi-Chi and Bulma's son will soon follow the same path as their parents. Haha." Bulma said, "Don't even joke about it, Whis. Otherwise Chi-Chi and I will have a lot more work and a lot more worry." Bulma said before sighing and looking at her husband and childhood friend, already imagining a version of Trunks and Goten in their place, something that made her sigh. Kibido said, "Mr. Shin, apparently a planet on the edge of the universe was just destroyed in a strange way, and from the information I just received, two mysterious beings who were hooded were responsible for the destruction of the planet, but they did not have any type of energy being emanated from them, which is very strange." Kibido spoke after receiving a message inside his mind about the destruction of that planet, which in his eyes were too strange. Guys, before continuing this epic story, leave your like, and of course if you want to help the channel, leave your super thanks below and help the channel financially, and also subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any news. Shin said, "A planet on the edge of the universe ended up being destroyed by two mysterious beings that did not emanate any type of power? But this is impossible. Even the most insignificant and weak living being possesses ki. How is it possible that these hooded beings do not have ki within them?" Shin asked, confused. After all, in all the thousands of years of his life, he had never heard of a case of any existing living being not having ki within it. Whis said, "It is really impossible for there to be any living being that does not have ki within it. After all, ki is like a vital energy for all living beings, and those who do not have ki do so because they no longer have life. But it is possible for the existence of some beings with the ability to hide their presence and energy so perfectly that not even divine beings were able to detect them. So perhaps those responsible for the destruction of that planet have this rare ability," said the angel when he finished eating his piece of cake and began to wipe the dirty part of his mouth, and his comment ended up catching the attention of those at the table. Bulma said, "Is it possible to hide the ki of a divine being? I thought that only divine beings had the ability to hide their ki because they were at a level of power above mortals." Bulma commented while looking at Whis, who smiled at her before answering. Whis said, "You're not wrong in thinking that way, Bulma. An example of this is my father Daishinken. Many think that because he's very strong, they are not able to feel his ki. But the truth is that my father has the ability to hide his ki perfectly, and that's why no one, not even Zeno-sama and his bodyguards, are able to feel my father's ki," said the angel, leaving everyone surprised, including Beerus, who didn't know about this information. Beerus said, "Well, apparently these guys just destroyed a random planet. That shouldn't be important to the progress of the seventh universe. So let's leave that aside for now, and then I'll go after these beings, and if they're dangerous or a threat to us, I'm going to destroy them with my Hakai, because this is my job. No one can go around destroying planets besides me. So let's enjoy this party that apparently should already be starting," Beerus said as he looked around and saw that everyone was practically ready and that the party could begin. Now in the sixth universe, Currently in the 6th universe, more precisely on a planet in the center of the universe, it was possible to see Akumo with a star in her hands. This star was the last fragment that would be used to create the key that would free the Mother of the Angels from her sealing. And a little far from Akumo, it was possible to see Lord Makai with his staff that was embedded in the chest of a large wolf that had a humanoid body. The wolf was full of wounds all over its bestial body, and Lord Makai remained with his smug smile. Lord Makai spoke. Now we have all the fragments, and with that the key is ready to be able to free our mother from her eternal sealing. And not only her, but all our brothers and sisters along with our ancient gods of destruction. Lord Makai commented excitedly as he removed his staff from the great wolf's chest. Akumo said, "Calm down, my brother. We need our mother first, so she can free the rest of our soldiers, sisters, and the god from destruction. Now let's get out of here quickly, because we have to free our mother soon and fulfill our mission," Akumo said before putting his hands together, making the fragments come together, transforming them into a kind of sword with star details. Lord Makai said, "This sword really is magnificent. It will be an honor to use it to break the seal that imprisons our mother." Lord Makai spoke as he approached his brother, who threw the swords towards him. Lord Makai caught the sword still in the air, and just to test it, he ended up making a cut in the air that generated an energy that destroyed some planets that were in the direction of that one. Attack! And it made Lord Makai smile immensely. Akumo said, "Come on, we have to free our mother." Akumo spoke before hitting his staff in the air, generating a portal to the Zero universe, and soon he and Lord Makai entered the portal. The moment Lord Makai and Akumo entered the portal, they saw a dark universe full of small stars shining everywhere, creating small galaxies everywhere. It didn't take long for them to arrive at a large star, and upon seeing it, Lord Makai held the sword tightly and cut the star in half, and with that, a large ripple appeared in that place where the star was. And after doing this, Lord Makai and Akumo moved away a little bit, and didn't take long for the two of them to see a tall woman coming out of that wave. Lord Makai and Akumo said, "It's great to see you again, Mom." The two spoke at the same time as they knelt before Sonia, the mother of all angels. And Sonia said, "It's good to be free again," Sonia said while taking a deep breath and looking at her children, who were smiling at her. With that, we will end today's video. If you want to see the continuation of this incredible story, leave a lot of likes on the video and comment, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. See you in another day, guys.